What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are out in the parking lot. We are actually at a tournament, Kayak Adventure Series, up in Pennsylvania, Franklin, PA. Beautiful Franklin, PA. And what we are doing here on the back of a tailgate in the morning sunlight before we go start this tournament phase is we're unboxing some stuff. We had a bunch of things come in recently that we wanted to share with you guys, and we're going to go through that right here in this video.
Today's unboxing, we have a mix of tackle, apparel, beverages,
boots,
and also eyewear. We got the whole gamut today.
Starting out, iced coffee from McDonald's, vanilla shot.
Pretty
dang good. Let's start with apparel. So we're going to be testing this out actually in tournament fashion. We're going to be on the water in this today. Well, I am. But we have the Under Armour Fish Elite. So this is a sun shirt. These things are insanely light. Like they just went for it. Should be Elite E-Light. E-Light. That's it. Yeah, you're welcome, Under Armour. It's extremely light. I've actually worn this for one day of fishing so far, and it was phenomenal. I enjoyed it a lot. It's got a little side pocket on it.
Little side pocket right here. You get your cell phone in, a little stretchy pocket. And I will say one thing to be aware of. They did angle the cuffs.
Yeah.
And I think that's to get like full coverage, but also give you some room up here where you're messing around with tackle and whatnot. And there are some thumb loops in there too. So
there's a thumb loop right there, so you can put on extra layers if you need to. Because this weighs nothing, adds no warmth. It's just preventing you from having sunburn or having to put sunscreen all over your body if you're out in the water.
Or get arrested. You can go into the store. It is a super nice shirt. It's insanely light. And even when I put it on, I was like, I still can't believe I'm not. It feels like you're not wearing anything. It's pretty nice.
Thoroughly enjoyed. Next up, to pair up with that, we're wearing these today too. So we've got the Under Armour Storms, and I would say with like fishing shorts,
they all suck.
They all suck. They're all terrible.
Dude, they're the worst.
We're hoping these are not sucky.
The fit on these is actually pretty banging. I will say,
nice length to it.
Gusseted,
pretty lightweight.
Gusseted for when you're sitting down at the bottom, so you got room in the old crotch there, which is kind of nice.
Quick dry.
Dude, the one thing I will say style-wise, they have the cargo pockets, but it doesn't look like they have cargo pockets, which
you don't look like a dweeb dad. You look like a cool dad.
I was actually I've been using them. I like them quite a bit, and they are light, so these are pretty dope as well.
Here's why we actually originally talked to Under Armour to see what we could test out. We needed to test more water shoes, so we have here the Kilches, not the new ones. So they have a new model of this called the River Kilches. Came out this year, debuted at ICAST, and we're excited to test those out later, but we were able to get our hands on the original Kilches, and there's some dirt on the bottom of this one. I've already used these for like 3 fishing days. Fully submerged them, walked around in the water in them quite a bit, went on the kayak in them. Very comfortable, drains really fast. Like any water shoe, they're gonna start out soggy after you obviously get them wet. But these ones dried out pretty quick comparatively to a lot of other models that I've tried. They're also like one of the lightest weight water shoes that I've tried, and they are one of the most comfortable. It feels like wearing a regular athletic shoe. So I enjoy that a lot.
A couple things I like about these is they actually feel like there's some meat on them when you put them on. Like a lot of shoes
like a shoe.
when these are really light on the upper, they don't feel like a shoe because they're usually not strong enough down here to like feel like a total actual normal tennis shoe. But these actually do. I also like the way that they made these fold down. These are pretty nice. So they don't necessarily get the way of your heel, and you do get some support back here from these like stretchy band guys. But when you do actually decide to crush them down, because that's actually one of the ways I've found to dry off your shoes the fastest is actually to wear them like this, and then you end up wearing them halfway, and they dry out way faster without your foot in there. So yeah, these are pretty freaking solid. They drain water pretty well. We'll put them to the test just like we have some of our other water shoes in the past, and we'll let you guys know how we think about them probably sometime at the end of the year.
Yep. They are super light even when wet, which is something that I look for, and they have an extremely soft heel cushion, which is something important for me because I've worn a lot of water shoes that have like a seam back here, and that can just like keep rubbing on your heel, and eventually you get a blister. Not fun. These seem really comfortable. I would wet wade in these all day. One of the best things about these, they're around $100 for like a full-on athletic water shoe, which is not bad. That's like within the nice range of price, I guess I would say, for like high-tech water shoes.
In line for a premium water shoe. And also I will say this one, the way that I have tested all of our water shoes is I've traveled in them as my only pair of shoes. So saying, okay, I'm gonna fish in these, they're going to get like completely submerged for an entire day, then I'm gonna go to a restaurant, then I'm gonna get an airplane, then I'm gonna do the whole 9, and that is the only shoe. That's how we plan on testing this one at some point. That is the ultimate test of will these survive real life or not.
Time to debut some special guests. So we are here at Kayak Adventure Series. We're hanging out with a bunch of really cool folks, but we got the guys from Dark Horse Tackle
Come on.
here. So
that
here's
includes
Josh,
you.
right here. Zach is over there, not wanting to be on camera.
We're buying fishing licenses.
Oh, you're getting yours right now?
Yep, late bloomer. Checking the competition out, seeing what they're throwing, trying to get some ideas because I'm terrible at fishing.
He's going, that's code for sabotage. I saw him, he had a
That is code for
screwdriver out.
sabotage.
He was like, what can I loosen up on this
I've already
thing?
told you my sabotage plans. If you guys come into any kind of money, I'm going to blame it on all the technology you have, and I'm going to cry.
I even told him that was
Those
totally
things
legit.
you call kayaks.
Oh, yeah.
the kayak boat.
Yeah.
That's not fair. It can't be unlimited.
If you guys have ever watched any of our videos, any unboxings with tackle, these are the guys who run Dark Horse Tackle. They do the behind the scenes. They are on the ground doing the Lord's work, finding local USA-based businesses, and they get them to you at a great price, and they have an awesome selection. Half the crap in my tackle box is actually
Right now.
Dark Horse right now, and I'll be fishing it because we do it all the time. So say thank you while you're here.
Josh from Dark Horse Tackle, what Paul said.
Boom.
See y'all later.
There you go.
See you in a bit. So next up, we got a really cool opportunity with a local cidery.
We used to go here when we were in college because we both went to Michigan State, which is right down
been
the
around
road.
a long time. And now we have kids, so we're definitely going to be taking our kids there because not only did they hook us up with cool apparel and these cool drinking jars.
nail jeans?
The nail jeans
Gonna
are
need this
fantastic. I love like the multicolor setup too.
Dude, well, it's honeybee apple, like the color scheme. Freaking love it.
It's awesome. So we got those from them, but they also sent us some hats and some goodies.
I never saw these.
Yeah. So we got these
That
are
one's
the
kinda
same.
fire, actually.
It's the Legacy brand hats.
Yeah,
It's the same
dude.
as the Water Dog one you
Money.
have. Yep. But they sent us some goodie bags, yes, in a Ziploc, but we have a bunch of these tokens so that we can take our kids on like the tractor rides, the hay rides.
You go get some cider, you can
Yeah.
see how it's made. And there's like tons of games, tons of stuff for families. And we, like Jeff said, we used to go there when we were in school because there's an awesome place to go. And now they have the hard cider and the regular cider, which is, now that I'm an adult, even better.
So they did send us some cider too. We got one of every single flavor plus a variety pack, which is what we christened the apartment with last night. We were like, let's have a cider. We just drove forever, but it was delicious. It was fantastic. I'm excited for that. I also picked up 2 bottles of their wine to like try out because they do fruit wines.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked on testing all that stuff out and going to visit there. So we're gonna do a day at the cidery with the families. It's gonna be great. And lastly, on the Uncle John's note, we are in the Kayak Angler Magazine Yak Offs, and they are sponsoring the week that Paul is up, which is week 4, I believe, of the Yak Offs. So stay tuned for that. It's the end of September.
When you see this, that will be either 2 or 3 weeks away. We will let you know. Follow us on Instagram. Go to Kayak Angler Magazine's main webpage. You'll see the Yak Offs. You gotta vote every time you vote. No matter for who. I don't care who you vote for. Vote for yourself, because when you vote, you have a chance to win a prize pack that's like better than one that we could win, and we're in the freaking competition. So vote for yourself and vote for us.
Probably the coolest thing about Uncle John's is the fact that he's been emailing us back and forth because he's so excited about the Kayak Angler Mag Yak Offs. And he's like, hey man, I have my custom build. He was gonna put his build into it. This guy's a kayak angler. He's a fisherman. So it's really cool. And the fact that he's reaching out, he's like geeked to talk to us too. It's been awesome. So
Humbling and cool. Shout out to local businesses and local farms. Y'all are the best.
if I'm gonna support anybody, I want it to be a small local business. Don't be afraid of the brute.
I'm not afraid of the
All right,
boot.
so it's gonna be winter time soon. We need some winter boots. We have unboxed a few Muck boots before on the channel. This is the latest edition of something we're gonna be testing out that we're stoked for because we will use this all winter long. I'm gonna be plowing my driveway, shoveling my driveway. I'm gonna be walking around in the snow in these. I'm going to hopefully go ice fishing.
Use them for launching also.
Launch late season.
Late season launches. I mean, because in Michigan, especially with an off-road trailer, it sits a little higher. You got to back up in the water a little more, which means you're going to get your feet a little bit wet. And once the water drops below that, like, 60 degrees, 50 degrees, that's freaking cold. It's freaking cold. So you got to have a little protection for your toesies.
So these are called the Arctic Ice. Now they have 2 editions of this. There's a $200 model, which doesn't have the crazy Vibram sole. And then there's the Vibram sole model, which is a lot.
There go the boys.
So the Vibram sole is a lot grippier. It's just it's a premium, but you are paying a premium price for it. They come in at $240 versus the $200.
And yeah, so you're getting an additional grip. You get 2 different kinds of material with an insanely deep tread. And I've been using Vibe for forever. It's amazing when it's wet, and it just holds its grip no matter what. It is like the best of the best. Also, one thing to notice, when you get a lot of these boots, like some of them have this like hybrid, which is really, really nice because you get soft on the upper where you're getting like a lot of abrasion and you got to work around like pant legs and stuff like that. But then down here where you really need the protection, this is like a really hard rubber.
Heavy duty.
And what that means to me is very low likelihood of getting punctured, which is what I care about. And so what you get with that hard rubber is guaranteed protection, but also like anytime you get a pinprick hole in these, you're pretty much done, because when it's cold water getting in there, you're toast for the day. Like it's just not going to be
You're toast.
You're toast. But yeah, I like the hard rubber, and then the combo top means you're staying warm, but you also have the protection. Another thing to call out is even with the softer neoprene upper up here, like right up here, you can see where your pull tabs are. They've reinforced it with that like same hard rubber material up here, which I thought was a really nice touch to make sure that, you know, that part that you're really going to be pulling on stays good. Because if you spend $240 or $200 on a pair of boots, they better freaking last. Because my lacrosses, literally, it made me not want to wear boots anymore because I spent like $250 on a pair of boots. One season of turkey hunting, didn't even make it the whole way. That exact fall, I put them out in the water. I had 3 pinprick holes. They are toast. RIP. So thank you for sending those because I needed them.
Yeah, literally, he has no boots.
I don't. I help.
Well, now he does. Next up, we got some eyewear that we're going to be putting to the test today, specifically for prescription folks. So I now can wear these. I can wear these. Paul has like 4 pairs of hull floats.
I do, and they're the best.
They're great. They got good coverage on them, and I just haven't worn them because I am prescription. I cannot see. I am blind.
I put on his shades just because I wanted to see the difference. And I just wear the standard polycarbs, which are very, very nice. Love these so much. I almost threw up just looking at my driveway because of his prescription. I was like, what's happening?
It's called vision impairment.
I felt impaired. I felt like I was going to get sucked into my own driveway and fall over.
Impaired at all times.
Nuts.
So really stoked to test these out. Now, the main thing you got to know if you go with like any float design, when you go prescription, it changes the weight and the balance. So like the floating glasses do not float as well. And that is something
They're slow sinkies.
They are basically a slow, it's like dealing with swim baits.
Yeah,
you get your
exactly.
floating swim baits, you get your slow sinks. You get your sinks.
Floaty boy, slow sinky boy.
So like non-floatable sunglasses will be sinky boys. And then if you have floatable, but then you go prescription, it now becomes like a slow sink model. So just something to be aware of for my prescription folks out there.
And I will say with the Monarchs, I think because they have the air pocket in the side instead of the frame being floaty, I think you might be okay there. I can't wait to try that out because Jeff did get not only the hull float, but this other model and a pair of Monarchs that we can test too.
So Paul is referring to the Monarchs. That is these ones right here. They're more like Wayfarer style. So you can see how thick the arm is on that. So that's got air pockets in it, and that allows us to float a lot better. Versus the hull floats is more of just an inherently floatable plastic material that's recycled.
And why do we like that? Yeah, Jeff talked about being the recyclability. It's actually all of whenever Hobie is like manufacturing a kayak, they have to cut pieces out of the mold before it becomes like a fully fledged kayak. They take all the little scraps and all the main pieces, they chop them all up, melt them down, and that's what they're making the frames out of. They also worked with everything from the coating to the polycarb to just the packaging. Even the microfiber fleece that you get is all from a eco-friendly, recyclable, reusable material. So that's something else that we love about the hull float. And in addition to all of that, at like $100 to $120, it ends up being one of the most value-priced sunglasses that you can buy, and they are at that level of quality that you expect, which is one of the reasons I like recommending them, because I'm like, yes, they're expensive, but they're not that premium price, and you get all the premium features. So
they're right up the middle. So they're not your Walmart $20 pair, which is absolutely fine. Like if you're going out of the water, you don't want to care about it. I get it. And then there's, you know, some people love their
for
Oakleys,
300 plus.
Costas, you know, those kind of things, especially if you're in my prescription fam. Like
dude,
you
you're
get how
done. You are cooked if you're trying to get prescription Costas. Enjoy your life.
Killer insurance that allows you to get fancy
dude.
brands, because usually with insurance you can't get fancy stuff.
No.
I've been wearing the Monarchs for over a year now. They've been great. I've actually just got another pair coming in. That's how good they are. But I wanted to test out a couple different models. So we have the hull floats, boom, boom, right? And then we got...
I want to try these on.
Well, I want to show them the thing. Go ahead, you can do it. So just open
These are the Transformer sunglasses.
So check this out.
What? The whole thing slides. There's like a whole sliding mechanism.
So these are called the El Matadors, and that is Spanish for the matador, if you're not aware. But go ahead and pop them on.
I have to close my eyes on it.
Yeah, you do. Don't look, don't see.
Oh my God, I opened my eyes.
So these are prescription.
These are, the coverage on these is insane. So it blocks all the light through here, but you get coverage all the way down here, so that when you're looking down and all of your peripheral is actually covered.
Which is really important. So something I do have to call out for my prescription folks is that you need that like blockage on the sides, or like more of a full wrap like you get with the hull floats, because the prescription lenses are going to be a little more reflecty on the backside.
That's right,
So versus a polycarb. So like a regular polycarbonate lens is not going to have as much light pollution or glare inside the lens. But as soon as you switch over to the lenses for prescription, you get a little more of that light pollution and glare. So all the shades that you'll see me wear from Hobie are going to have these side shields or be a full wrap style. I will not get the flat style because it will reflect and you will not be able to see or use them.
Well, yeah, because what will happen is you get light that comes in from that area Jeff was talking about. It bounces off the frame and then it creates a reflection where all you're seeing is the reflection of something behind you onto the inside of your shades. It's so frustrating.
Jarring and it makes it hard to see things, especially on like bluebird sky bright days. That's when it is an absolute nightmare.
That goes for any brand, by the way. That's just how glasses work. So like it's not. It's just it's more of a when you get prescriptions thing than less like a Hobie thing. It would go for any glasses you're getting.
I'm also testing a lot of different lens colors from them. So we have the green lens. That's what I've been using most of the time.
That one's gonna be the most flexible.
It's a copper backed lens, so it has a lot of contrast. So it helps you really just pick out like fish in the water easily. It's pretty nice.
But the green mirror is what cuts off the glare.
Then we got the blue lens. This is great for just like
super bright
days like it is right now. And then we've got the smoke lens.
This definitely mutes the bright sun. I think the green for low light is second best to the Sight Master. So this is the gold. Anytime you get a cloudy, overcast day, or if you have clear water that you want to get some high contrast on, these are going to be your shades. These have become my go-to even on bright sunny days. I will take the added visibility for a little bit less sun protection whenever I can get away with it. So these are slept on permanently. And if you already have a nice pair and you're like, oh, I want another pair, I can almost promise you have the blue or the smoke. This is going to be the opposite. This is that complimentary pair every single time that I'm recommending.
Last up, we have the Bacon Creek bag. So this is coming from, if you go to LureNet, you can actually order these. There's a section for it. This is coming from the umbrella of brands of Pradco. So that's going to give you your War Eagles, your Booyah
Great
baits,
Lakes Finesse,
Great Lakes Finesse, Cotton Cordels. I mean,
Rebel,
all that stuff. There's a lot to love about all this. So what do we got in this month? This is every 2 months, by the way.
First up, we got a buzzbait from War Eagle, 3/8 ounce. These are really cool. I have caught some fish on the stickered version. Just can open that for you. But I actually have in my kit right now, I think I have 5 of those spinnerbaits that I brought just for this trip. The same exact lineup from them. And then I have 2 of those buzzbaits because they get the job freaking done.
That's sick. All right, using that today.
Next up, you've got the Covert Finesse. This is their Covert series, so a little bit more finessey, a little bit downsized, a little bit thinner wire, and then you're going to see, but you are going to see some like light colored skirts. You've got a couple of different like light dark options and some bluegill options as well, and then you get the combo Indiana gold blade with that little mini Colorado silver blade on there
little
too.
Thumpy guy.
And those are the Hilda brands, so you pay a little extra for the premium blades.
But they got a better sound. They tend to last a little bit longer, in my opinion.
Yep, nicer clevises and all that kind of stuff.
For not paying a lot more to get them.
Exactly. And next up, you've got the Rebel. This is the Hopper. This is their Live Flex series. So this is going to be for it's Bank and Creek. You've seen the Bank stuff so far. Now we got the Creek stuff right now. They've got the Cricket with this one, and it comes with their keg jig. So this is like a special shaped jig. It looks like a barrel, like a keg barrel. So it's like a hybrid between a football and a net head. So you're getting really good contact and you can feel everything, but it's also wide enough that it's going to help you from getting caught and like stuck up in all the rocks and stuff. The Live Flex is basically elastic. It's super stretchy, super durable, and it's gonna hold up for a long, long time. They have Hellgrammites and craws and all kinds of stuff.
We have 2 in this one.
And this be the Cricket right there.
And then this one is what they call the Creature, which could be like an emerging
I had this
mayfly,
one. So an emerger,
dragonfly.
it's supposed to be like an emerger, right? Anything coming up from the bottom that is newly hatched.
Super neat. And yeah, they're stretchy, hyper durable, so they're kind of a perfect little creek bait.
This is actually one of my favorite colors in the Sonar Minnow. So this is the FF or FFS? The FF Sonar Minnow. I know you're supposed to like kind of use these for a forward-facing sonar. That's kind of what they were designed for. I use them for everything. I nose hook them all the time. They come in a bunch of sizes. The 3 inch is going to be your finesse size. Check out their Pro Green Pearl though. This color freaking rocks, dude. There's like a pearly purple sheen on that, and then you get like a true like minnow, and this is going to be like your juvenile minnow. So I like these for the smaller size juvenile minnow colors. These things absolutely bang. Nose hook these, and you will not be disappointed.
Next up, you got some GLF. laugh. Great Lakes Finesse would be one of those premium products that's really nice to have as like a good surprise out of this bag every single month, and they always pair these things up. So one benefit we typically will see with the Bank and Creek is like not only are they good for banks, creeks, rivers, lakes, ponds, whatever, they also have a lot of terminal pairings. So if you get a worm, typically you get worm weights and worm hooks.
So you got the coverts, in this case, you got the spinnerbait, and you can see the color of that head's like a pearl green pumpkin. And what did you get as a trailer? Just the right size, 3-inch, because it's a smaller spinnerbait with the exact same color palette on your plastic.
Yep, and you're gonna get the same with GLF. So we get the sneaky underspin. So this is a underspin style bait. You got their jig head, light wire hook. It's a Gamakatsu hook. It's fantastic. Premium HD swivels on these as well.
Which means it's gonna be spinning faster with less effort more often.
These are what we call the lake vacuum. They absolutely are that. And then you get the hover minnow with that, a 2.75 inch, also in a green and pearl color.
How about
it's
that?
like all these things match up. Pretty cool.
Next up, you got the Booyah Prank. If you guys haven't used the Prank before, it's a really interesting, you want to open that one? It's actually it's a popper, like a regular
With
popper,
a lip.
but it's got a lip on it. So it actually dives down. When you pop it, it dives way down and shoots back up. So the sound is totally different. The plop is totally different. And the ripples are going to be going crazy just because of like having to go underwater and then pop back up.
So there you go. And kind of a rainbow trouty color.
Same color scheme. You got like the purple, light green, and white.
Yeah, green up top, a little opaque pearl on the bottom, and then a little red across the back. So dress treble, and you can see the lip on the front there.
All right, next up you've got a nice cotton cordell medium diving crankbait, and like
Gilly color?
It is. It's a bluegill color. It's got like a couple of perch stripes, but then you got the orange belly, blue face. Pretty freaking cool. I mean, the nice thing about cotton cordells, they are durable. That's what I love about the Bandit series. Those series crankbaits, also by the same Umbrella Corporation, Big Daddy Equity.
Umbrella Corp from Resident Evil.
No, not them. But from the same. Oh no!
How durable is
Let's
it, Paul?
find out how durable they are. From the same family. Cotton cordells come from the same family of brands, but
still intact.
So is Bandit. So they just make a really heavy-duty, solid crankbait.
Cordells and Rebels do it most of the time.
Rebel does it for sure. Then you get your stickies. You got the Covert series sticky, an actual like super nice decal, not like a garbage sticker. Same with the old Bank and Creek series sticky. They always include the stickers in there. Got a bunch of Great Lakes Finesse ones too. So you always get some good stuff in there. And then check this out. You get a code here, a little bit of promotion, 20% off your next order. Comes with every single one. So if you get a bait that you like,
take our code. That's
fine.
fine.
Yeah, you can use the code, and then you can go ahead and buy your own for 20% off. So pretty cool.
But let's talk about the bag, Paul.
That's just changed. So design-wise, I like the design. Looks cool. It
There's a hole in it.
It is made out of very rigid plastic, and it's going to crack. Like it's just going to happen. Cold weather or not, it's going to be an issue. So that's kind of a bummer because one of the cool things is like those bags would usually last me 2 or 3 trips.
I thought the bags were better before.
I like the previous bag a little better.
This one definitely was like the corner did not seal properly. So
And if you're telling me things in transit do not get stressed, you're out of your mind. So
I think
it's going down, dude.
When it's a heat sealed is the problem. So this bag is heat sealed on the corners. It looks like the machine missed.
Airball.
It missed. So here's where it is. I like the bags before. So Pradco, if you guys are listening, let's go back to the OG bags.
It looks good though.
Or
I won't lie.
Double check the machine that was heat sealing these. It did not heat seal properly.
It does look freaking fly though.
Yeah, I do love the design. So hopefully they improve that. And also the zipper actually was, I was actually most excited for the zipper.
On the zipper.
That was an upgrade. That's a better zipper. And it actually has a Ziploc seal as well.
What?
Yeah. So it's a double sealable bag, but there's a hole in it. So close, but not quite.
We tried so hard.
All right, you guys, that is all we got for this unboxing. We got to head out because we got to get prepped. We got to get our tournament cards and everything. We're not ready for this at all, but we're going to go participate in this tournament and at least have some fun, hopefully catch some dang fish, and enjoy ourselves. Catch some vibes, I think would be like the main goal. We're going to hang out with a lot of cool people. We'll be sharing a video about this. So if you're watching this video, it's probably on the channel right now. Check it out. Our Kayak Adventure Series experience, I would say.
If you want to see how badly we lost, go check out that video.
So make sure that you are subscribed, smash a like, ring that notification bell, all that cool stuff, and come on back for another video in the future. I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. Bye.